Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? What's up, everybody? I see we got a couple people in the chat, guys. Don't forget to smash that lizardy like button. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell notification, or double check to make sure that YouTube didn't turn it off on you. Because we know that they never do that, guys. Had something in my eye. What's going on? What's going on, guys? So, I hope everybody is enjoying their Friday. You know it's Friday. You know, payday for some people. You might have the day off. You might be at work listening to this into your ear hole. Yo! Thank you, everybody, for being here and all of that good stuff, guys. So, now I got nobody. Doesn't look like anybody's in here, but whatever. Definitely, guys. Check it out. You know, I'm going to be trying to bring up some more videos, like short format too. I haven't been on for a little while because of the fact of, well, internet's been flaky here in Crookenoise for at least 3 or 4 days. Thankfully, everything seems to be good. It was like the last few days I was wanting to go live, and as soon as I was wanting to go live, I would notice all the internet would go out in my house. I was like, mother. And good old Comcast, you know, from Chirac to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So Chicago to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, no internet for Comcast. Somebody hit the wrong button. Yeah, I have no idea what was going on with all of that. As soon as the internet went down, all of a sudden I started seeing Comcast trucks all scattered in my neighborhood. I'm trying to restore that internet here. So, oh, nice. I got no data, it says. Really? That says excellent. Okay, whatever. I hope everything is, like, going good. I hope the internet's going, because, like, nothing on my OBS side is saying anything is wrong. So I hope everybody can hear me just fine and all that good stuff. But yeah, God, it's like lately it's like it just like flaked out just for a second. I'm hoping that was just like a little hiccup. Just a little hiccup. We're good to go. Looks good. Okay, cool. Just kind of keeping an eye on everything because, of course, I'm going to be going live on DCA Adventure tonight, and I got to make sure that I got connection. So this is my test, basically. See if I can go live and keep connection and all that good stuff. So, as you see, I took the time to set up my green screen. I got some time today. My siding guy didn't come by, so he's working a second job. It's his my wife's friend's brother. That their dad used to do siding. He taught Mark or Cider to everything he knew before he passed away. So the guy's really good. So whenever he's here, I've been also helping him vinyl siding my house, kind of giving it that nice look to it, because you know, this is basically the house that I have is a house that was built in 1938 for like a fishing shack. I got a lake that's like 3 blocks down the street. So this was definitely built, you know, for somebody coming here, spending the weekend and going back home. That eventually got turned into a full-blown house that I have been spending the last 20 years doing this, that, and the other various things, you know, DCAing into the house a little bit, making it better. So, I mean, this is just kind of like the last few little deets before I start looking at actually selling this house and moving to the mining facility. Dun, dun, dun. So, with once I get the house, you know, ready to sell, I'll start, you know, we're going to be making sure that the facility is able to not only support my household, but it's got to be able to support Mikkel's household. So as soon as it can support both of our households together collectively, I'm moving down there to the facility side, get a little closer to there. This way the burden is not 100% onto Mikkel. I could be there to help out, all that good stuff. Yo, what's up, Mikkel? Hey, fun fact, Mikkel. My green screen's not gonna let it see this. Oh! Is it gonna let it? Oh! Come on, see it. You and a close friend are going to start a business together. So I found that was like an old fortune cookie. I was cleaning out from behind my desk area where all the cables are for power, and I'm like, hey, that fell off my desk. Obviously, picked it up. I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's like that was like from 2 years ago, my man. 2 years ago, I've had that fortune cookies fortune sitting on my desk, my man. So you know, sometimes you get little hints from the universe telling you you're on the right path. Too funny. So for anybody who's gonna be coming in, of course, the market's red. So many people look at these markets and they really look at it the wrong way. It's like if you had a coupon to buy whatever it was that you liked, would you complain, oh man, it's going down, it's the end of this said product? Like for me, if I can get sponsored, my green screen's not gonna, hey, it's got a floating Mountain Dew. So it's the Mountain Dew energy drink, the amps, right? If I can get them to sponsor me and I can get my amps at a discount, I wouldn't be like, oh man, it's so much cheaper. It's going down. No, I'm gonna be like, bro, I can get like 8 times more. Yes. So many people really just kind of look at the outlooks of markets like this. This is a coupon, guys. If there's anything here that you say, to me, personally, this has value. For me, Bitcoin. Only thing on this list that I see here that has value to me. And I see it a few $1,000s cheaper than it was a week ago. Bro, that's a discount. Let me go ahead and buy $10 worth of that Visity Bitcoin. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it's like too many people are, trying to chase that Lambo dream. There was never any Lambo. That was something that YouTube influencers, not like myself, that were peddling shitcoins, telling you, oh, it's gonna fucking moon. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit. Absolute bullshit. So basically, I'm waiting for, just kind of rambling a little bit before, I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, trying to let a few people get on. And I know I'm kind of doing it a little bit earlier than I normally do. I was kind of bored. And I'm sitting here going through the news and doing research and teaching myself how to repair ASIC boards and stuff like that. Why am I going down that rabbit hole? Well, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I mine with GPUs, but I'm also an ASIC miner. It's like, so I got to know how to repair everything at the facility here. I've got to know how to do it, and I've got to be able to, at some point in time, teach somebody else how to do it, teach Mikkel how to do it. This way, we've got a small team of people being able to repair hash boards. Hash boards are actually a lot easier to repair than a GPU, guys. So, I mean, it's like I could teach Mikkel in within a week how to properly repair ASIC boards. I mean, that's how easy it is. People ask me why I go ASIC route, and I'm like, because it's so much easier to do everything. Working on them's easier, cleaning them's easier, deploying them's easier. Yes, they generate a little bit more heat. That's the only drawback of it. They generate more heat. And, well, as Mikkel's finding out, they are a little noisy. I know little is probably an understatement. What's going on? Sup, FA Long Drive listening in. Yo, that's what's up. So I'm gonna, it's like, so I've been going through trying to figure out, okay, what equipment do I need for repairing ASIC hash boards? What's it gonna cost me to get the set equipment? Some of it I've already got. Hot air station. I've got a nice commercial grade hot air station, commercial grade soldering station. Now I just need to get myself a commercial grade microscope with a USB attachment. This way I can actually live stream it. That's like another $500-$600 for the whole camera system to be able to. But it'll be nice. I'm just saying. But I will eventually get that stuff. Just not right off the bat. Got to get the facility up and going before I start trying to spend money on that stuff, because a lot of it I don't particularly need. I've got my Canon camera up here. I can get in pretty tight on it. It does pretty decent for what I need to do. But I would like to get a camera that's a little bit more high def of me getting onto the circuit board. But for small components, my actual little camera here does okay. Not good, but okay. I can get the job done. But yeah, eventually I'll get all the rest of the equipment, the testers for it, testers for the ASIC hash boards. Pretty cool setup on there testing them. I mean, I probably for the last 2 weeks have just kind of done a nice deep dive. So once we've got the facility up and going and we've got a lot of ASICs in there, as the ASIC hash boards break down, which they do over time. What? Live? Yo, what's up, Golden Wolf? What up, what up, what up, what up? Yep. I've been having intranet issues over the last week, so this is more of like a test to make sure that I can still live stream without dropping any frames. So I'm like 13 minutes in and all good. Hey, good morning to you too. Sort of. my day, I got up probably about 5 hours ago, so my morning started a while ago. But good morning to you if you're just rousting out of bed because you grind the midnight oil and this is now your designated morning. Good morning to you. Have a cup of that Doge Lord coffee. Don't delay, brew today. So, but I've not like completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so with the ASIC repair stuff, once we start having a facility full of ASICs, as things break down, expect to start seeing videos of me doing ASIC board repairs. Not so much that I think that it's like I think it's a secret magic that I'm doing behind the scenes of repairing ASICs. Some of the stuff I wouldn't recommend the average person to try to attempt on their own anyway, just because my hot air station, take that for instance, $600. I don't think I was able to see one now for a good one, less than $800 now. So you're $800 on a hot air station. I spent another $585, so basically another $600 for my my soldering station. So you're over $1,200. So we'll say it's $1,500 now, just in that tool. Now, depending on what ASICs you're going to go after, or you're going to be specializing in repairing, you're going to have various testers for your ASICs, right? There's one that I've been eyeballing. It's like $3,000 to $1,000 for the tester. And then there's the one for the ant miners. That one is like about $600. So now, if you just wanted to deal with just the ant miners, right? So now, just in 3 pieces of equipment, you're over $2,000 in, and you still haven't made one single dollar on any of it. So there, it's like, unless this is like something you've already had sitting off to the side, as did I already did, because I knew the rabbit hole that I was eventually going to get into. So I was kind of DCAing a little here and a little there and a little here and a little there to get myself ready. And some of it I've had to use on many occasions already. So it's nice to have it, able to troubleshoot some stuff, able to try to fix stuff. So yeah. But since we've got a few people here, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes on today's conversation, guys. It is all about that Ethereum, guys. So if you guys are big on Ethereum because you go to What to Mine here, and you're like, hey, I've got a, let's say you bought a 3080, right? And you're like, damn, I got a 3080. I'm going to go ahead and calculate that out. Actually, we're going to put ourselves at, let's see here, 12 cents a kilowatt hour, which is the national average. So your 3080 is going to fence you about $1.84 a day after electric. You're like, not bad, right? Your next thing in line for it would be Conflux, which they're on the Octopus algorithm, and you'd be making $1.23. So you can see that there's already a little bit of a disconnect between the profitability. It's not by much. If you were to get into, let's say where is it? So you got the 3090. You're like, hey, I got the big behemoth. I've got a 4K monitor. I'm a big game. I love my gaming. I love watching movies. So in my computer, I've got the best of the best, right? And again, now you're making $2.14 after electric and $1.43 on something else. So you're not even cracking over the $2 marker with a 3090. So now you start looking at it going, oh, wow, my profitability is going down. But remember, this $2.14 profitability on this 3090 is going to be only like that for another 27 days, 11 hours, 41 minutes, and 20 seconds. Dun, dun, dun. It is almost over. Sell your rigs. Sell them to me. I'll buy them all. No, just kidding. But no, seriously, I will buy them. But people are like, I've had a few people ask me going, is that why you're transitioning into Bitcoin mining? And I've wanted to get into Bitcoin mining from the start. I just didn't have the capital to get there. So I released capital into GPU mining, which is, basically my backbone of yo, what up, Gundy? What up, Pimp-tastic? It's so pimp. But yeah, so you got another 27 days of your quote-unquote high profitability before certain other things start kicking in. And stick around, I will definitely dig into this. It's like you have places like CoinDesk, which, let's be real, they are shitcoiners. They do bring some news in, but this one, they bring in an opinion piece. Ethereum's merge will increase its use case and drive its investment narrative. more efficiencies and scalability solutions could make Ethereum a more attractive platform to build on and invest in. That whole opening opinion from this Jackson Wood is bullshit. I will completely disagree with what this guy is sitting, his little narrative on this. It is not making anything quote unquote more efficient. It's not making anything quote unquote better scalability. It hasn't affected anything but its consensus layer, which the way that the consensus layer has nothing to do with how Ethereum in itself operates in whole. Too many people are really getting sold this false narrative. It's like, yes, there's a lot of activity being done on Ethereum. Majority of it is fucking scamming. There are some protocols being built on top of Ethereum that are not scamming. They're not bullshit. But their niche is too finite for it to really explode and take hold anywhere. They're not disrupting the industry they're going into, and they're not offering anything better. And there's other issues that are going on with Ethereum that people also have missed. But we will get into it a little bit. So, as I was saying, 27 days, it will be going into the merge, going from proof of work, which is the most honest way to decentralize your consensus layer, to proof of stake, which will be centralizing their consensus layer on Amazon Web Service, AWS. So if AWS gets DDoS, because that's never happened ever in the company's history as of recently. No, never has happened. It's like I can think of at least one instance right around last December where Amazon Web Service got DDoSed like a mofo. And I know a few people's services that they had set up for their company was dramatically affected. So Ethereum's gonna put their whole network basically into Amazon's hands instead of having it be a truly distributed network. Now they're gonna be centralizing it, just like how the governance layer is inside of Ethereum itself. Ooh, I have no idea who that is, but they can. Yeah, exactly. Or the gov can say, turn it off. They can come up to a Vitalik Buterin and be like, jail or turn it off. This just gives them more ways to be able to just kind of more control over this. Oh yeah, think of exactly, Mikkel. Exactly. Great point. Think of Tornado Cash thing would be a reason for them to just stop things. Be like, yo, you have nefarious things happening on here. You are money laundering within your protocol. It's like they went after Ross Albright for making a website that was facilitating, basically dark web features onto a website. And he's doing 2 life sentences plus 40. 2 life sentences plus 40 years or something like that. So he's never getting out. He basically got locked up for creating a website. Yes, he wasn't the smartest person. He was smart, but not the smartest one. But yeah, they need to allow people to be independent validators, which they're not going to allow. And if they don't like your validating node, they'll just take over your validating node on you. If they think that you're doing something that they don't like, they will just take it over. There is so much centralization that they have just baked into this to make this a steaming pile of horseshit. Yeah. But they don't have the ETH don't have control. Yeah, yeah. It's a bunch of bullshit. Um, so it's like whatever. They're going over to a proof of stake, and they're gonna centralize the shit out of this. But this guy goes in there, talking about how it's going to, with all of this, they're going to be making this a less inflationary. There is no market cap on Ethereum, never will be. It will never, that fundamental will never change. Ethereum founders can't even answer how many Ethereum truly exist. Why can't they tell you? Because there is no way of verifying the amount of Ethereum in the network. Yeah, I think that's going to be the best. I would think that would be the best. You would have your validation network be as decentralized as possible. You can have your nodes that are getting mined to be centralized, but the mining shouldn't. They should not have control directly over the block propagation. They have allowed themselves way too much control over validation, way too much. And if they don't like, if there's too many blocks that are being created that have no transactions, they'll just go ahead and delete them. It's like after 7 years, it feels like they're like, well, it works. Let's just roll it out because our investors are getting pissed. It's been 7 years and we've brought no product to market that we've said that we were going to do outside of just launching the Ethereum protocol itself. Right, DCA every day, mind your cares away. But it's like, so they've got the burn feature on there. All they're doing is they're slowing down the infinite inflation rate. Ethereum is no different than cash, where there is no foreseeable amount that they couldn't print. They've already proved how much that they've doubled the M1 money supply in the last 2 years. So we already know that there is no market cap on the US dollar that the world is all pegged to. Ethereum is no different. And with the way that they've set the company up, they've brought in the same inefficiencies that the US government and every other government in the entire world brings to the table. No government ever has brought efficiency in any way, shape, or form. They screw shit up more than they fucking fix. For every one thing they fix, they fuck up 3 other things. And it's like I'm not like totally anti-government. I'm just anti-big government. The bigger the government, the more inefficiencies you're bringing in because there's just too many cogs of the wheels that need to be turned in order to make the machine work. That is basically how Ethereum is doing it, and they're making their protocol more and more and more complex, which is bringing in more inefficiencies into their network itself. There's going to be a point where Ethereum's they're gonna hit a brick wall. They've already kind of hit that brick wall with the inability of scaling. They've proven time and time again that they do not know how to fix scaling. So instead of fixing scaling, they're going to be trying to bum rush the consensus layer to what they were originally wanting to do, which was proof of stake, which was Vitalik's initial idea, was to get away from mining itself, getting away from hardware that would be easily outpricing the average consumer's hands, or outpricing what somebody could put into their house. Some of these ASICs, like you get the new S19 Hydro Edition, that's got to be run on 3-phase. How many people have 3-phase in their house? None. It's like slim to none. You might have it if you're like, you got some special need for it at your house. Outside of that, nobody has that stuff. Uh, so, I mean, I can understand where he was going with it. The way that they're pushing it out, but the way that this guy is selling it, I totally disagree with how he's actually selling this out as. The merge will not it in this whole part right here. This is what got me right here. How the merge will affect energy efficiency. If anybody understands in the slightest capability of what a data center looks like, I've got one data center that it's not terribly far from me. It's a little bit of a cruise to get to it, but it's not terrible. And they've got a cooling field for cooling the one floor of this building. And this is an Amazon Web Server company. So this is one of their branches. It's in Chicago. But, you're looking at a cooling, like it makes what you would see at any place you've ever been at, look like really wimpy. I don't know how else to put this. Some of these facilities, they've got a million ton AC units, just to be able to cool data center down. And so what they're doing is they're trading off the GPU miners that I can put a bunch of them into a room and put some fans into a window and draw the heat out, no problem. And they're going to push it over to Amazon, who uses industrialized AC units to cool all of their machines. That will use more power to cool each machine than it did to mine the same block. I'm just saying. Like, yo, what's up, Tech Man? So for this person to be like, oh yeah, this is the, if you look at it from running just the server versus just the mining rig, yes. From that aspect, if you isolate out the cooling system that Amazon Web Service uses, yes, the validator nodes use less power than it does for the consensus layer of proof of work. But then you have to add in the cooling capabilities of that, and you've got to take in some of that because it's cooling the machine that you're running your centralized validator node on. So they're not making anything work better. They're not making anything more efficient. It's like, yes, hardware to hardware. Yeah, you got a small little argument there, but it's really a small argument when you factor in the centralization of the nodes, the lack of control of your own personal node, and then server farms are not they are no more efficient than any other data firm out there in the world. Yes, I can utilize more power in Bitcoin mining, but if you go from facility to facility, for the amount of value that is being generated between the two, you will see that the value proposition from the energy being utilized from Bitcoin versus Amazon Web Service, you're going to see that Amazon is down here, Bitcoin's up here. So there is that network trade-off that in order to have perceived value through proof of work, I'm just saying. Ace, what do you think of validator nodes excluding transactions from the banned Tornado Cash address? I think it's bullshit. There, that just shows. I mean, Ethereum is shown time and time again how centralized their network really is. It is insane. Back when the DAO hack, which Ethereum Classic is the original Ethereum chain. Ethereum is the first fork coming off of Ethereum Classic, where they gave the funds back to the DAO hack. Here they are again going, well, we'll just go ahead and blacklist this, do this, roll back these networks. I think it's Ace at Cisco. Hey, okay, cool. Cool. I'll call you Cisco. Be easier for me to remember. I think that that they, it's like in order to have a good network, you shouldn't be able to ban transactions, stop transactions. If that's the game you're going to play, why would anybody come out of the banking system to go utilize this network? I see a lot of little issues with the way that they're going to be going about talking about energy efficiency, because that's going to be their big sells. Oh, it's energy efficient and more scalable. Well, they've already stated that it will not fix any of the scalability, and he makes in it what's really fun. With this, like the last little paragraph section, the increased participation, he makes it a footnote in some of these of where he's getting some of his stuff from, right? Scroll down a little bit here. He makes it a footnote in the use case benefits of the merge. So, he's talking about energy efficient. Blockchains are decentralized enough. What the hell does that mean? Decentralized enough. Again, this is like somebody sitting there trying to put a positive spin on their heavy bags, but it's either decentralized or it's not. Ethereum is not decentralized, never has been decentralized, and never will be decentralized. And then recruiting talent and developers to the space will help build these ambitious projects. No, it will not help any of this. But he puts as a footnote that the merge itself will not solve Ethereum's scalability woes by itself. Not that he's going to talk about this. He makes this a freaking footnote. The DAOs. Some of these contracts are, you execute them and the developer walks away. It does its own thing without him there. But it's running on a centralized network. So is it truly decentralized if it's running on a centralized network? I'll disagree with that. So I would call it semi-decentralized, because the contract itself has no dev input, but Ethereum can just be like, light switch off, bink. The DeFi stuff, I'm waiting for the SEC to come down on this shit. A lot of people have been fucking wrecked with this DeFi garbage of basically shitcoin farming for unrealistic yields. But I've gone off the deep end on that topic whenever it first came out. I got a few videos. I don't even remember which videos those were at that point. The ICOs, or the initial coin offerings, or the security token offerings, ICOs and STOs, stay the hell away from. Unless you are an accredited investor. And what an accredited investor is a person with a net worth of over $1 million with a firm backing them. I don't know about you, but I'm not worth $1 million, and no firm will touch me with a 10-foot pole at this point. I'm not cool enough. I'm just saying. Um, you got the NFTs, which that's a whole little rabbit hole of bullshit over there with very limited use cases on that. And then stable coins that aren't very stable, as we've found out on other areas, that not everything with the stable coins are that. We've seen with the algorithmic stable coins don't work very well. But this guy just kind of goes off into it in that direction. I just kind of wanted to break down the CoinDesk thing on that, because it's like, people are going to read this and they're not going to understand it. This is an opinion piece. Somebody who's going to sit there and look at Ethereum in a very positive way. And throughout this whole article, he failed to go over one little itty bitty detail. One very good one that, like, if you wanted to know why I would say do not fucking touch Ethereum as a dumpster fire that it's about to be, here we go. Let me make sure I am on the... Okay, perfect. Wait for it, guys. Are you ready for this one? I like this one. This one's my favorite one of them all. Misconception. You can withdraw staked ETH once the merge occurs. Let me repeat that again. Misconception. You can withdraw. It's not gonna happen, guys. Staking withdrawals are not yet enabled with the merge. The following Shanghai upgrade will enable staking withdrawals. You've got to wait until Shanghai. Hopefully it doesn't fucking dump in the process of that, because you'll be screwed. So anybody who's holding on to it, there is no off-ramp of ETH 2.0. There is no offering anywhere of this. So, yeah, it'll be really interesting here. So there's no, once you've staked your coins, guys, it's pretty much locked up there. And what's interesting about them locking up the staking coins the way that they are, it's like, yeah, you'll be able to buy ETH 2.0 after the merge. But the moment you go, hey, I want to stake it, it is freaking locked. And so if it's locked up and the price drops, like a lot of the people who staked Ethereum at the height, well, Ethereum was, around $4,000 a coin. Yeah, those people are rizzity wrecked right now. Unless they get some kind of huge pump, their coin ain't coming back. They're like long-term hodlers now. And misconception, validators will not receive any liquid ETH rewards till Shanghai. No, false. The tips /MEV will be credited to a mainnet account controlled by the validator, available immediately. So they will still be earning MEV plus any kind of tips that you put in there to make your transaction go through the network faster. So I don't think that the MEV reward for the amount of Ethereum that you have locked up is completely worth it. Because as more people start staking, your shit goes down. I've seen it a lot of times on other staking coins that once the staking was open to the public, you just watch it just go. I know, right, Tech Man? Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, they're basically Tech Man's like bad name. Apparently, they don't know what it means to be Shanghaied. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is basically. Yep, yep. I totally agree. 100%. People are about to get screwed on this. Um, Nothing is going to change for the user in any way, shape, or form. The only it's like the only thing that's, I guess, in one small hand, if a random person that knew very little about it wanted to participate in the network, they could take a little bit of Ethereum, stake it, and go into staking pools. And they don't have to worry about mining or anything like that at their house. But I think that how can I put it? I think the learning curve to get people into that, outside of major Ethereum users and stuff, people who are veteran crypto users, I think that they're not going to get the participation that they think they're going to get, especially when the word gets out that, oh, it's locked up, you can't pull it out anyway. Even if you needed your money back, unlike you get hybrid chains like Aeon, where you could stake your Aeon with them, but you can also remove it. And you could sit there and mine it. And that kind of goes along with what Mikkel was saying right at the very beginning, is that they should be, doing a hybrid chain would be the best. And we see that it works with the Aeon chain, yes. I would be more curious to see if there is a way to do like a hybrid chain that would help with any kind of scalability issues long term. Yeah, it would be just kind of seeing if something like that could help out long term with scalability also. But it's like you're not gonna have it's not going to be reducing any of the gas fees. They're still doing the gas burn fee on there. So, I like literally from the user standpoint, the user has been lied to. They say that this proof of stake was going to help everything. And here it is. I am on ethereum.org. This is their website, guys. This is their own information directly from them. And then if you are running a validator node, exit are rate limited for security reasons. So when withdrawals are enabled, stakers will all exit at once. That is no. They will be throttled. So I wonder how that is also going to affect people staking whenever they're like, bro, I need my money back. And they're like, yes, sir, but we're going to limit you to 2 Ethereum a day that you can pull out of there. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what they would really bring this down, what the true limit would be if they had a mass exodus. How much would Ethereum directly throttle the mass exodus? We're only allowed to withdraw 1 Ethereum every other month. Exactly. I should trade everything into Bitcoin, not financial advice. That is so true, Tech Man. If Flux can get their fees under controls, I think they will do well. Yes. I have hopes for the product that Flux is actually bringing to market. They're trying to have a all-in-one decentralized wallet that will allow, transactions and a limited trading desk with inside of it. I see that being useful. But yes, they've got to get their fees under control just a little bit for what they're doing. I agree with that 100%. But yeah, Gundy, not your keys, not your crypto. So true, guys. Staking APR is expected to triple after the merge. More up-to-date estimates predicts closer to a 50% increase, not a 200% increase. Now, this is where I don't know how they're calculating this. Okay? So, if I have a 50% increase in APR post-merge, and I have a 75% increase in validator node participation, then you have a net decrease of APR post-merge. That's a simple mathematical solution right there. So I don't think people realize how the more participants that come onto the network, the less you earn in general. It's this, like a lot of these people, because they don't understand proof of work and how proof of work is like drag racing in computer world, that you need more and more power on a daily basis in order to stay competitive. It's going to be the same thing with staking. And you're going to be doing this with 32 ETH. That's a lot of money. So it's like, it's going to be a participation of the rich. Yes, you're going to have some smaller people, at home people that, normal plebs like me and you. Somebody's going to go, hey, I've got a half of an Ethereum. I would like to get a full Ethereum. More power to you. Just understand that you're putting it into a centralized network. You're not going to be able to pull it back out until you've been shanghaied. You're more than likely, if I were to take a reasonable guess, it might start off at 50%, but as more people get participating, you'd be lucky if you're maintaining a 0.5% APR. Okay, so just kind of put that into your data that you may only make a 0.5%. If you're lucky. Not 50%, a 0.5%, a 0.5%, right? I know, right? You are so true on that one. How does APR increase with triple halving? Oh yeah. Some of the stuff that, but these are like things that all these like influencers out there have been like peddling to the unsuspecting newbie coming into the market. Oh, Bitcoin's bad. It uses so much power. Check out this Ethereum. They're going to proof of stake. It's going to solve everything. Just stake it and forget it. No. And this one I'll agree with. That some people, I've heard it like, oh yeah, whenever they switch over, you'll see a hiccup in the network. No, you'll see that the difficulty keeps spiked up so hard on the proof of work chain side that they will not be able to mine another block. I don't care how much hash rate goes on there, it will be impossible to validate another block moving forward. That the next block will be validated by the validator nodes. So network side, it should be, if Ethereum did their job right, there should be no hiccup. If it hiccups, then the system breaks, basically. That's an unintended output value of their code. If it stalls, hangs up for whatever reason, and God knows what that would do to consumer confidence in Ethereum moving forward. Stuff like that has killed companies off, that when they launch their major product that they've been promising people, yeah, I would give you one little hiccup. And if there's a second hiccup after the first one, it's done. In my book, it's done. Hey, what's up, John Germain? Good morning to you, my man. Good morning, good morning. But, it's like, and this is the stuff that you need to like kind of stay ahead of, because, again, 27 days, 11 hours, and 3 minutes now, it will be proof of stake chain moving forward. And, it's like, and what does this mean for us miners, really moving forward? Oh, excuse me. It's like you can sit there and see that. Let me pull up the chart here. Cool. You can see right here that the hash rate has been coming off. Now, this also comes with the big price drop off of Ethereum. So your GPU mining community that was mining on expensive power, whether you were in California paying anywhere from 23 cents per kilowatt hour and up, to areas where it was just too inefficient to run it with cooling solutions. Like if you live in Arizona, Texas, and stuff like that, you are spending a good portion of your electric bill is going to be your cooling solution. And the 5 DAG limit that hit just the other day. So this was the price coming off and all the inefficient miners coming off the network. And you're just kind of seeing this like slow little upward trend as the network kind of stabilized with the new pricing index. And then you come in a little closer on here and pull it right to here. And you see it just steadily dropping off now. As we come in, it went to it was at 1 petahash. So we've lost 50 terahash of hash rate has peeled off of this network since the other day. And where are we seeing this hash rate go? Dun, dun, dun. It's coming on to Ethereum Classic. So because all of these ASIC miners, yo, what's up, Crypto Motive? So we, it's like, since Ethereum Classic's DAG file is, I think, like, 2 or 3, 2.5 gigabytes, because they made the blockchain a little bit more efficient. It's going to allow GPU miners and all the ASIC miners to come on over to the network. And if you do not think that the ASICs are already over there, allow me to show you this, guys. This is my Antminer E3 from 2018. It gets me 200 megahash a second. And you can see that this is only 4 gigabytes. This hasn't been able to mine Ethereum in a hot minute, So this thing is actively mining Ethereum Classic, guys. And if you guys are wondering what this software is, this is Foreman.mn. Nice little mining software you can put onto a Raspberry Pi and connect to all of your ASICs. Makes it really nice and convenient. So, but like I was saying, like we started seeing this uptrend like a day before, like a little bit before the 5 gigabyte limit. So there was people already just, screw it. Let me just get up over there before the big bulk of people get onto the network, and let me take advantage of getting as much of the hash rate to get as I can get my hands on to get as many coins as possible before the rest of the network switches over. Now, we didn't see this. Let's see here, 28. So we saw about half of the network hash rate switch over. We're talking 50 terahash that hasn't come over onto Ethereum Classic quite yet. No, you're thinking of the L3 Plus, Gundy. The E3s are the F hash miners. So that's Ethereum and Ethereum Classic, or anything that runs on ETC hash or ETC or F hash algorithm. Hey, what's up, Jason the Tiger Osborne? No, just kind of going over the state of crypto. So as this hash rate is as we get closer to switching over onto Ethereum, from Ethereum to Ethereum Classic, you're going to find that you're going to see all the ASICs coming on over. Like I said, I've had my ASIC on there for almost 2 years now. So ETC has had E3s on there since day one. All right, since day one. There is there is no way anybody's going to get me to believe that the E3s did not come on board within a very short time frame of ETC hash coming out. Too funny, Gandhi. So, and what you're going to start seeing is you're going to see all of these miners here, guys. Now, I put this into, these are the ASIC miners that are current gen stuff that you can get your hands on and start mining with for Ethereum or Ethereum Classic, guys. So some of this stuff, you got to be careful of what you're looking at when you're doing your research moving forward. So if you had the first generation ASIC for Ethereum, which would have been the Antminer G2, 220 mega hash for 1200 watts. At 12 cents a kilowatt hour, you would be in the hole 38 cents a day. Now, I've never seen the 180 mega hash E3 ant miners. I think these were they were Gen 1, but as soon as you flashed it, the first firmware update made them the 190 mega hash. And let me tell you right now, these hit 200 mega hash all day long on average. So this is a little off, but not by much. So at 12 cents a kilowatt hour, I would say it's probably pulling in 60 cents a day. It's about $1.83 a day to run an E3. So you're not making a whole lot. But whenever you look at the iPolo V1, that's making $83. This is on Ethereum, not Ethereum Classic. You got 27 days of making this kind of cash before it switches over, and that will be put in half. You'll be lucky if you make $40 a day with your iPolo V1. Now, an iPolo V1 making $40 a day, 31 watts. Not the worst. I would not say that that's a bad thing. But as more people start switching over to ETC with all their AMD cards and everything too, you're going to watch that drop down a little bit more. There's also other, there's going to be more ETC miners, the more of the minis coming out. So, there's going to be a lot of hash rate that's going to be coming, that's going to pipe right on over. Hey, what's up, Stig? Hold on here. I do not know what you just said there, so let's see. Let's pull up the translates really quick. Paste. Oh, that's not cool, man. Stig, no, you can't. You put your pinga in there, and it will get off. You put your pinga in ASIC, and esta no bueno. your pinga will be basura way. Oh my god, that's ridiculous, Diggy. Too. That is funny though. You made me smile. You made me smile. So we got a Norwegian person. That is cool. Yeah. It'll just be a nub. It's like put a carrot into a Delta fan and it chops it pretty well. Oh, too funny, too funny. But yeah, I mean, like you're gonna see a lot of this hash rate come peeling off onto Ethereum Classic. So it's like where we're seeing Ethereum at right now. I mean, look at the pricing index. Where is it? So we're ETC here. So 3550, right? So imagine Ethereum Classic getting half the hash rate. So we're talking 500 terahash coming onto there. That is a massive. This is a massive amount of hash rate coming over. Do you think 3549 is going to support everybody coming onto Ethereum Classic? Hell no. There's no way in God's green earth that 3549 per coin is going to support 500 terahash coming onto the network. We're at 35 terahash right now. Let's say half of Ethereum's network is ASIC. Half of it, right? Take that ballpark number. You're talking more than 1,000x hash rate increase. You're talking oh my god, I would almost sit there and it would put so much downward selling pressure on the network. Digibyte had the same issue, guys. Digibyte got flooded with ASICs. The market price of Digibyte never recovered. The market got saturated with more miners than there was value in the network. They will extract every bit of value until the coin is dead. The only people that will be able to mine Ethereum Classic, if that is the case, will be people who are paying sub 5 cent kilowatt hour. Sub 5 cent. You're talking industrialized mining or industrialized power. Or you're talking about an area where the people have damn near free energy. So you're going to be talking about places like Venezuela and other areas like that where the cost of energy for the people is free. Just don't worry about the rolling blackouts because, free power isn't stable. So there's no way that Ethereum is gonna absorb this. So is there a coin that I'm gonna sit there and say, hey guys, this is the one that you should be mining? No. Anybody claiming that they know the next coin to mine that's gonna be amazing is full of shit. There is no way that anybody's going to know this until after the merge. Once they see where all the hash rate kind of dissipates out to, the network, all the other crypto proof of work cryptocurrencies have got to absorb all this new hash rate that's going to get unleashed on them. You're going to have, NVIDIAs that can mine whatever you point at it. AMDs that are going to like anything that is memory intensive. So that you're going to see a lot of the coins that are memory bound. You're going to see AMD GPUs sticking to it. I mean, if Ethash isn't dead, there are other Ethash coins to mine. There's ETC hash that they can go onto. Is it going to be worth mining from the home miner standpoint? That'll be something that each one of us is going to have to make a decision moving forward. Whether it's turn your rigs off temporarily until the market recovers because you're using the revenue from the rig to help pay for the electric, which I know a lot of people are in that situation. Cool. For people who are, hey, I'll just go ahead and mine whatever anyway. I don't care if I'm mining at a loss because I'd be paying this money out in electricity no matter what. And you're going to watch the amount of whatever coin you're mining. You're going to watch the amount of it kind of go up a little bit would be what the other bear markets you would have seen. But with the bear market, with a redistribution of hash rate, you're probably going to see your earnings actually decrease over time as the network gets, absorbs all this hash rate that had stopped being distributed across other networks. There are a few arguments of what Ethereum's doing is good for the cryptocurrency ecosystem because they became the Goliath. They started absorbing all the hash rate, which was leaving a lot of the other cryptocurrencies vulnerable to various network attacks because, everybody's going to be chasing profits. People are chasing dollars, not Satoshis. So because of that, you're going to have people just flood, hey, what to mine here? What to mine said, mine this next, let's take out Ethereum and it's just, we'll leave that on there. We'll go to this one, calculate. Now we got ETC on the list. No more Ethereum. This is how you're going to have to calculate it moving forward. You can no longer calculate this with Ethereum on there. Take this off of your business table as a way to calculate your perceived ROI. And I do use that. I mean, like, you guys have heard me preach this before. There is no such thing as ROI. ROI is a fucking lie. You never ROI until you sell the item that you purchased. You can have it earn more than what you spent, but you're always out the initial money. So therefore, ROI only happens when you sell. But that's like a subtle nuance. I digress. But you see, if you take as soon as you take Ethereum off of there, and you're like, oh wow, my 3090 is only going to make $1.40 a day after electric. I have 12 cents of electricity. Is that worth me mining all month long? I mean, if you think about it, let's see here. You pull up a calculator, $1.40 a day times 31, we'll say. You're talking $43 times 52. You're a couple of grand in. So yes, this here is worth it. Now, here comes the reality that I think is about to happen. This $1.40, I'm gonna say it's 40 cents a day. Right? 40 cents a day. So now you're only going to be making $644. We'll call it $650 a year. Now, is it still worth running on this 3090? Questions, right? Let's see here. Let's say you're like my brother, right? My brother, he has he's got a 1070, right? 1070. A 1070 is making 39 cents on Ycash, right? I'm going to say that you're probably looking at like 20 cents. If you're, no, I'll say 15 cents. You know, now you got old hardware, right? It's a 1070, right? And you're like, bro, this thing, I've had it for so long. It's whatever. You know, if it makes me, let's say, makes you 15 cents a day after electric, right? So, you know, your same scale. So now you're making $465 a month. So you're making $241 a year. So that means your perceived ROI can actually happen still within 1 year. Even if you were to take the earning output revenue and have it, you can still, I mean, I remember people being happy if they can, have their perceived ROI be a year and a half. You know, you're talking a GPU that's $200. So in 1 year, you can profit $41 of perceived profit over your initial investment. Even though it's $241 worth of profit. But yeah, is this to me still worth it? Probably. Will I go get rid of my GPU, my 1070 because of this? Probably not. If something could sit there and earn $5-6, you know, over any of the other hardware that I have, yeah, maybe I might start thinking about exchanging out. But the relationship of power to reward, to me, still stays relative. You should always be able to take the value of it and make that back within a year. I personally like to take my electric, what it is per month, to run it, double it, plus 10%. But that's from a business standpoint. Now, from a home miner standpoint, for the most part, you can sit there and get away with just going, hey, look, I can just, it's like I can just sit there and mine whatever it is, as long as it's X amount, you just set your limit of, X amount of what I pay for power. So if it's 1070, you're paying 12 cents a kilowatt hour. Factor in, you're spending about, I think it's 26 cents a day at 12 cents a kilowatt hour. If you have it mining 24/7. The nuance changes a little bit if you're not mining on it all the time. Like I can't, my kilowatt hours for my main computer, I factor that in a 12-hour period, 12 hours out of the 24. So that changes what it's going to output. Hey, thank you, Stiggy! With the 20 nook. He's like, cool, yo. Like, that's the way you do it. I like it. So I mean, yeah, but it's like, I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm just going to be straightforward with you guys on this one. I have no idea where the mining market's going to be for GPU mining. It's not going to go away, guys. And I think that it's going to be very relative with the GPU mining. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's just that I would say, if I were to take a guess, I would say it's going to be about a month or two of market instability. After a couple of months of market instability, and I'm saying 2 months, probably like worst case scenario for everybody to kind of, all the networks to kind of figure out what the hell just happened. They're going to have a heart attack. Hopefully there are no hash rate attacks with the move over and to any coin. I don't wish ill will to any project. It's like, yes, I might not believe in 99.999% of the non-Bitcoin projects. But I don't wish that they get attacked at the same time. Because we're about to watch the biggest movement of hash rate from the at-home miner with industrial miners happening simultaneously. Bitcoin did it with, as we all know, with whenever China shut down the industrialized Bitcoin mining in China to try to control Bitcoin, thinking that they could, hit the system, and they realized that it really didn't do shit to the system, and the system just kind of reacted, did its thing, and went about its day. We're about to watch the rest of the proof of work community do the same thing. We're going to watch it take a hit. Do not be surprised if your favorite coin, whatever it may be, outside of Bitcoin, that's proof of work, doesn't take that it takes a price hit. So before this, I'm not telling you guys what to do. Yo, thank you, Tech Man, with the buy you a burger, bro. Thank you, my man. I will certainly do that, my man. Certainly will do that. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, I would sit there and say, hold off on, trying to do any kind of real trading. If it was me, like I was about to say, not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is just a consideration that before the merge occurs, you may want to put your investments temporarily into a stablecoin. Wait for the dust to settle, and then rebuy in. You might be pleasantly surprised that you might be able to purchase more of your favorite coin than you did before. This is where you turn the emotions off in the trading market. If you're going to go down this route, turn your emotions off and just go. Just take everything and put it into a stable coin. Wait for the dust to settle. Don't FOMO in, don't FOMO out. I'm not telling you to sell your crypto. It's crashing. I'm just saying, if you are worried in any way, shape, or form of what this may do to the market as the redistribution of hash rate and the onslaught of selling pressure from ASIC miners, especially people who have just purchased the E9, they got to recuperate investment. So you're going to see downward selling pressure on coins. So just kind of take that into account with what you're going to be doing in the next 27 days. That if you're worried that the market may take a hit on value, that if you're thinking that, I'm not saying short the market, that's gambling. What I'm saying is just putting it into put yourself into a position where if the market moves one way or another, you haven't lost your value of where it's at today. Now, again, I'm not telling you what to do. It's just things that you can do to help prep yourself for mitigating any kind of risk. It's like, I would rather miss out on an upside potential than get wrecked on a downward pressure. So that's just kind of where my mindset is. So if you're worried about it, I mean, that's some of the reasons why I believe so hard in Bitcoin, is that, to me, price goes up and down. It hurts whenever it's down and I got to buy something. But I'm not going to get, my Bitcoin position is not going to get hit by the hash rate migration from Ethereum. Bitcoin won't see this. This has no effect from Bitcoin. So the only thing that affects Bitcoin at this point is big market movers, where the rest of the crypto market does not have any kind of buffer like that moving around with this. Chuck, man, buy at dip at 2025 Lambo time. Buy the dip and buy in like a couple of years of Lambo time, right? Yeah. I'll never tell people, oh, Lambos. No. It's more of hold and reward. Hold and you're rewarded. All those that had weak hands will not be rewarded. Just like Elon Musk. He will not be rewarded for him dumping. I mean, he sold his Bitcoin at cheaper price than what he bought it at. So Elon Musk's lettuce hands already has costed him money. Yeah, let that think in. Trampo Durango for me. No, I'm gonna buy that dip and I'm gonna put together my dragster. Right. That's what's up, guys. It's like FA in the chat, guys. If you are not going to sell during the dip, FA to buy the dip. Bam it, guys. FA in the Chizity chat. Oh, yeah. We got all those FAs. Yeah, that's what's up. I love it. Like, bye-bye, lettuce hands. We are the Diamond Hand Club here, guys. Everyone here is part of the Diamond Hand Club. That's what's up, man. 100% Diamond Hand Club. And I hope you guys, with them diamond hands, smash that Lizzie like button. You like that? That was a good little segue to that, right? Make sure if you're new here, subscribe, hit the bell notification, double check to make sure that the bell notification is on for you guys. We know how YouTube turns it off. Like, YouTube, we don't like this person over here. We're just gonna go ahead and censor him. Certainly, like I said, I have had internet issues for the past few days with my internet provider. It's been like 3 or 4 days of just crappy internet. Today has been the best internet day so far. It's like, I keep telling you, Nemesis, I broke that like button. That's what's up. Oh, gets you some. So, I mean, it's like, I hope that everybody, it's like, understands that, it's like, that I had bad internet. It's like each time I was wanting to go live, internet would turn off. My miners here at the house were off. It was sad. I'm just saying. So I did stuff outside. I was in the sun, guys. Oh my God. I was in the sun. Who's running stream tonight? Well, considering that I've been able to stream here this for an hour and a half now with no issues, it will be me. I should have no issues. This is why I kind of went live today. I wanted to see about how long how long it would let me stream without giving me any issues. So far, so good. So I should have no issues. I think that's why I was having problems like last week with the stream just kind of borking. It had nothing to do with me. This was my internet. Like this whole week has been just garbage internet. Techman, yes. I at least got I didn't completely uninstall it because I didn't want to make Windows do where I'd have to like completely manually update everything. But I was able to, with that rabbit hole that you sent me down, I was able to turn off enough of Microsoft Edge so that it was no longer affecting my computer's performance. It has not tried to turn on since. So I do thank you, Techman, for pointing me in the right direction. But no, I did not do the full uninstall on Edge because then everything in Windows would have to be individually updated. It's like word yes. So with that being said, guys, thank you all for being here. All 12 of you awesome people. I will be getting back to my regular viewing scheduling moving forward. Again, it's like I've also have got to do a little bit of finishing up with the vinyl siding on my house. I'm hoping that I will have it very close to done tomorrow, going into sometime next week before we start getting hit with some rain again. I would like to get all of that done. This way I can concentrate back on this, getting you guys awesome content, awesome knowledge, getting let out there from me to you guys. You guys are the reason why I do this as often as I can. Plus, sometimes I just need to document what I'm doing so that I don't forget. And I'm glad that you guys find value in me trying to document everything that I'm doing here. So with that, moving forward, guys, definitely, like I said, smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you enjoy gaming at all, let me just show my little side project. So if you like watching people play video games like sim racing or something like that, check out Crypto and Hot Rod on Twitch or Crypto and Hot Rod Gaming on YouTube, which is my side channel. I've only got one subscriber over there, guys. Only one. One's the loneliest number, guys. So go ahead, give it a follow. I actually don't have the link up for that. I will have to try to make sure I got that link ready to go next time. But definitely check out Crypto and Hot Rod Gaming or Crypto and Hot Rods on Twitch. Love to see you guys there. You'll be able to slacker. You'll be able to, it's like if you guys enjoy racing content or gaming content in general, you can go over there, fireside chat, ask me, AMA, pretty much while I'm over there. It's like I'll answer all, whatever questions, well, within reason. So I know somebody will try to ask me a question. I'm like, no. Within reason, I'll answer it. So with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. And of course, like always, stay savage. Yo!